Hello knitters, Phelan from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. It's the week before Christmas, a week from now, today, Thursday. So we're down to the last wire stuff, and last week I did a whole video on all the different gift ideas that we have in the store. So you can go back to that video to do that. I'll talk about them a little bit more. And the blanket class for next year. So stay tuned. Okay, first what's on my needles, same as last week was on my needles. So I'm still working on the Co-Pilot, get the right side up, the Co-Pilot's cowl, and I'm wearing my favorite one. This is my favorite one. This is the one it's copying because it's basically the same colors. I don't know if you can see the colors, but it's basically the same colors. And I've worn this to death. I've worn it out. So this is what I'm replacing. And it actually really does, it's really the same colors. So again, this is super, super easy, super fun. Yarn over, knit two together is a knit row. And then a few knit rows, purl rows to break it up. And that's it. And I'm using earth yarn, which is this right here, the fingering weight. This over here is worsted. So we have fingering, we could use that. You could do it in a solid, and we have some more fingering over there. So yeah, so that's on my needles. And the reason that's not more done is I started working on the socks that I was using when I went to Morro Bay with my sisters. And so I was tackling the heel on this, which is a very different heel. Yeah, it's a whole different kind of heel. So I'm finishing these up, and there's my heel so far. If you're a sock knitter, you'll look at this and go, oh, that's interesting. I'm about to do the heel turn, which will be all red, and then I go back into the gusset, but it's different. So the whole thing's pretty different. It's pretty interesting. So I've been working on that, trying to figure this out and get these done maybe. So those are the two things I have on my needles right now. Okay, so then there's vacation knitting. So I am gonna be on a week. I'm gonna be gone for a week, and I'm going up to Utah, and I'm gonna have a lot of knitting time. And so I've been thinking, so obviously the two things I just showed you will be going, but then I just keep going, like what else? So I've been looking at some shawls to see what might do. I'm looking at this one, and I'm looking at this one, and I'm looking at using this yarn right here, which are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful yarns. And they also have the mohair that goes with it. I don't know that I'm gonna do that. That's still out. But this is called, it's Earth again, and this is called beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's really soft and cozy. It's, yeah, it's really quite amazing. So it's Super Kid mohair, that's this, in silk. And this one is 100% Southwest SW, ultra fine merino, and it is just luscious. So I would be using 3 colors, and I haven't quite decided, but you can also knit anything, but like people hold these two together a lot. If you look at patterns, people are using a lot of double stranding right now, have been for years at this point. It's probably on its way out because it's been a while. So, but you can use both of them, and it just makes a very scrumptious, like a Sophie scarf out of this would be amazing. And that's of course a really super easy one, or any of the little short ones would be fun. So that's, I'm sitting here just, you know, dreaming, what should I want, you know? And I may not take anything, or I may take it, but I may not start it because I do have stuff I can work on. So it's just the thing we go through when we're going on vacation. Is that I've said this many times, we often spend more time figuring out what we're going to take on vacation to knit than we do all the other stuff we're going to take on vacation. That's the way it is. So if you do that, you're not weird. It's normal, because as knitters, we're weird anyway. So for us, it's normal. So anyways, I'll let you know when I come back what's going to happen. Okay, blanket class. So this is my 8th year running a blanket class. It is, we do 2 squares a month, except for the first month I'm taking it down to 1 square, and then there'll be a month where you have 3 squares. But it's, every square is different. And this is the smaller version. This is the original version, which was 16 blocks. We now have 20 blocks. And That's what it is. It's 2 squares a month, and you learn. It's really a project for learning. That's really the reason you're doing it. You end up with a beautiful blanket at the end, but that's not like the main. You're not making this to make a beautiful blanket. You're making this to become a more confident knitter. Learn to knit better. Learn to read patterns. Learn to fix your mistakes a little better. All sorts of different. Learn things you like to do and things you don't like to do. Like I love to do lace. I hate to do lace. You'll figure that out as you go through these boxes because we have some of everything for everybody. And then actually by mid-year, somewhere around April, May and June, all of a sudden everything really clicks. The first couple months, it's like deer in the headlights. You're gonna feel, oh my God. But believe me, we work through it. It happens every year, and we work through it. And by March and April, it's calmed down. We get it more. Everything is fine. You have new stitches, but at least the basics are taken care of now. You're not, struggling with basics. So just be prepared for that. And it's what happens every year. So you're not weird or you can't do it because you're struggling the first couple months. That's normal for most everybody. Now, of course, there'll be some people in here that don't struggle as much as you do because they've knitted longer or whatever. That's okay. Do not compare yourself to other people. Just keep going. Just keep plugging. What if you can't make all the classes? Because everybody always asks that. Yes, almost everybody has to miss at least one class. That happens. I give you the blocks. You'll work on the blocks. If you need help, you come to a workshop and I can help you. And you'll often see people doing workshops with their blocks. It's also a way sometimes for some people just to get dedicated knitting time to work on their blocks. Okay, so this is how we're going to structure it right now. So right now you're going to call in, sign up, say I want to start, then give us your phone number and your email. If you're leaving a message, phone number, email. Then you're going to come after the first of the year. No, come in before the first of the year. After the first of the year to the 11th, you can come in and pick out your colors. So we use a DK weight yarn. We use Ciao. It's a great merino. It's a super wash merino. It wears beautifully. I mean, this is Ciao. This is 8 years old, and and it's in a knit store. There's hardly any pilling or anything. It looks beautiful. So this yarn really, really wears really well. And you're going to pick out 3 colors, and you're going to be buying 5 skeins of 3 colors, and then you'll have 1 accent color. And so you'll come in, you'll pick your colors, and then Christine won't be ordering the yarn. You're not going to take the yarn home when you come in the first time because we don't want to have to run out of a color that everybody's going to want, and we can't even show it to them. So we'll have a bowl with all the colors. You'll play with the colors. You'll say, this is what I want. She's going to order them. So you need to be in by the 11th because on Monday the 12th, she's going to order. And then it'll take about that week to come in. And then you're going to come in the following weekend probably and get your yarn, and you're going to cast on and knit 5 rows of seed stitch for your first block to come to class with. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. We also need 2 size 8 needles because most of the time you'll have 2 blocks going. So you need 2 sets of needles. You can't share the needles. So you got to have 2 sets of needles, 3 colors, 5 skeins each, accent color. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Okay, I've had so much fun. I've met all these lovely people. I've learned how to do bobbles, make an owl, like, what was that one where you'd go down below and then, okay. That was fun, and I've learned patience. But overall, it's been the best.
2, 3.
I love this class because I learned color work for the first time so that I can make this.
Yay!
I was always scared of it, but it turned out great.
And what colorway is that?
This is the
San
Clemente Seaside from here.
So
It's
yay!
so soft. Love it.
Amazing, amazing. Best thing ever. Thank you.
Okay, so this is my very first knitting project. I've never knitted before. I've only done crochet, and now look at all that I have done. I'm so proud of myself, and I have learned so much from Phelan. This has just been a wonderful class, and I'm so excited, and the blanket is getting close to being done. Thank you, Phelan.
To you.
See me?
Okay.
Well, I took the blanket class this year, and it was awesome. Thank you, Phelan, and thank you from all the ladies that were in class with me. We had a great time. I learned how to do color work. Never done color work before, and I learned how to do some cable and all these interesting designs. So I encourage anybody to take the class because it's a lot of fun and you learn a lot.
Hi, I have knitted before, but I learned this blanket. I've learned so many stitches, and it's been so much fun learning everything and spending time with friends. Phelan's a great teacher, and I spend every weekend with her, so it's a lot of fun.
Hi, I am loving the square class. It has been so fantastic. Been knitting about a year, and this class has given me so much confidence to pick up a pattern. And if I'm not coming to workshop on Thursday, and it might be a Monday, I'm not intimidated to look at the patterns and know from the squares different stitches, different pattern types, and it has been so fantastic. It's so creative. You basically can't mess up, and it's just tons and tons of fun. I highly encourage anyone who wants to know more about different pattern types, different stitch types, or just do something really creative and fun to definitely sign up for this class. I've loved it. Good luck.
Well, first time knitter, and look what I did. And you can do it too. It was really fun. I learned a lot, very challenging. Teacher was great, available 24/7, and I've learned so much now. I feel like as I finish this, I can pretty much follow any pattern and choose what I want to knit.
So when I started blanket class, all I knew how to do was knit and purl. First square, cable square. Next thing I knew, I was knitting an awesome sweater with the cable down the back. I've learned how to do lace work. I've learned how to do slip stitches. I've learned how to do color work. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I can't even believe I can pick up a pattern now and not go, huh? It's awesome. I've learned so much, and I'm actually sad that it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to learn more.
Thank you. Okay, that's it for today. Christine and I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a really Happy New Year. We thank you so much for all your love and support this year. Again, we can't do this without you guys, and we've just had so much fun and made so many wonderful things and lots of laughter. And thank you very much for being a part of our little studio and our family. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.